Hello again. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Emma. I am a freelance illustrator, and today we're going to talk about something pretty important and something that has unfortunately picked up since after quarantine, and that's scams and red flags for art jobs. So, unfortunately, since quarantine, there have been an increase in scam job postings. I've noticed a lot of particular scams commission-wise or job posting-wise towards creatives. So I thought it would be important and helpful for all of you to have this list of red flags or signs to look out for that I've encountered through my searches and my job hunting. Because as a freelancer, I do send emails to companies, art directors, but I'm also skimming job postings for contract work, part-time art gigs, all that kind of stuff. These are no particular order. These are just all of the red flags that I compiled to share with all of you. So first, should seem a bit obvious, but if you receive an email about a job, whether you applied to this job from a job board like LinkedIn, Indeed, Monster, any of that, if the email you receive and the name in that email or in that from like the sender name is different from the email address name, like say the email says it comes from someone named like Rebecca, but if you check the email address it comes from and it's a different name, immediate scam, red flag. If it is entirely impersonal, like if it says dear applicant, if it signs off from just a department as opposed to a specific person from a department, red flag. Absolute red flag. Another red flag, so sometimes they'll send text messages. A lot of these texts will say they want to, sometimes emails will ask this, but notoriously text messages. The downside, I guess, to putting your phone number on your resume. If they ask you to download Telegram or a Skype to have an interview, but like through text chat, red flag. Okay, that's a problem. If you have an interview, it's going to be a video call, first of all, or a phone call, and they're not going to do it through Telegram. They might do it through Skype. Some people are old-fashioned. But if they're asking you to download that app and they're not saying, do you, like, what video call programs, or we use Zoom, do you have that? No, it's a no-go. Red flag. A lot of artists I know have gotten the DM or email commission scam where they want something for their child. They want something for their child, or it was for, the original scam was for like art for a COVID seminar. Now it's going around that it's like someone who wants a drawing of a child and an animal for their son or daughter, and they want to pay an exorbitant amount. They want to pay like several $100s. But they don't actually respond properly when you try to ask any questions because it's a scam. So if the money seems too good to be true, it probably is. I don't know why they're coming after artists. We don't really make much. It's extremely disheartening, but also if they try to pay you in a way that's like non-traditional, like if it's not just a regular service, especially if it's claiming to be a company, they're just gonna pay you the regular legitimate way. Like they're not gonna try to do like some sort of, I had someone try to ask if they could pay me via traveler's check once. That's no. It was one of those commission scams about the COVID thing, and they're like, I'll pay you via traveler's check. And it's like, no. What? No. Like, another thing, if you're getting emails that seem unprofessional, if the writing is too informal, if the writing doesn't make sense, probably a scam. Another thing, if the job is on a job board, a site like Indeed, LinkedIn, a site they have to pay for the posting, that does not mean it's legit. They have been on job boards pretending to be actual companies. I'll apply for something, for a contract job. I'll look up the company. It's a legitimate company. I've gotten an email, but it's a scam. These scammers now, unfortunately, try to pretend to be these companies with their postings so that they seem more legitimate. I've also had it to the point where they signed off from the guy that was actually the CEO, but the CEO is not going to email you, okay? The CEO is not going to be like, I want to hire you to draw for me. I'm sorry, he's just not. It'd be nice if he would, but he's not. If a job asks you for a skill test, they give you an assignment to prove your skill, that's free labor, and we don't like that. That's a red flag. You shouldn't need a skill test. You have a portfolio available that shows your skill. That's the point of the portfolio, to show your skill and what you can do. If they're asking you for a skill test, they didn't look at your portfolio, and they also probably just want free labor. I've had a place ask me for a skill test to redesign their old logo. They just wanted someone to design their logo for free. Even if it's not a scam and it's an actual company asking you to do that skill test, I think that's a red flag, because what the hell's the point of a portfolio then? What do you mean a skill test? I've shown you what I can do. It's all on a website. I have a resume for you. If you're asking me to design for you unpaid to see if maybe I'll get a job, that's extremely disrespectful of me and my time. And I think that's an extremely large red flag. So any place that asks me for a skill test, I had one recently that was like, oh, just do a design skill test for us. It'll take 2 hours to do a design for us. No, I'm not designing for you for 2 hours unpaid. That's so disrespectful of me and my time. And my skill, to be quite honest. Again, what the hell's the point of a portfolio and showing you the pieces and what I can do, for you to then ask, well, what can you do? Prove it and give it to us for free. No. Minimum wage. If an art job wants to pay you minimum wage, if you're in a position where you're okay taking that, you have to take that. I mean, no disrespect. I understand that there are people that are going to be in that position. For me personally, if a creative job wants to pay minimum wage, that's a red flag for me. This might be a little controversial. I don't know. Like I said, if you need to build up experience, if you're in a position where you have to take that, more power to that. That's fine. If you're in a position where you have to take that, there's nothing wrong with that. But I personally think that's a red flag, because they don't value your skill. the amount of skill and time and effort it takes to build this craft, if they're like, oh, well, I can just pay you minimum wage, it's not that hard. To me, that seems that's like they don't place value on what you're doing. Creative jobs, art in particular, is a specialized skill that you do have to practice. You have to build it up. It, like I said, it's a trade. It's a specialized skill. And if they think that's only worth minimum wage, I think that's extremely disrespectful. And I think that's a company that doesn't appreciate what you're going to do for them. And I think that's a red flag for me personally. I know it's extremely sad. It's like, if the pay is too high, it's bad. If the pay is too low, it's bad. What are we supposed to do? The world is not kind to creatives, especially these days. So that is my current list of red flags to keep an eye out for or consider, watch out for. I don't want anyone out there to get scammed. It's hard enough working in a creative field or as an artist, and the idea that they're trying to scam money out of people who are already struggling is disgusting and extremely disheartening. And so I hope this list can help you stay vigilant out there. If you have any stories or any other red flags that I didn't mention, comment down below. I know people have had some absolutely wild stories about people trying to scam them or get free art from them. Maybe I'll make a video reacting to those. I don't know. If you think that'd be cool, let me know. Comments below. If you enjoyed this video, as always, like, comment, subscribe. Stay safe out there, stay vigilant. I'll see you all next time.